Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of Shenanigans with Friends. I am, of course, your beautiful host, Chris, and this is episode 153. Let's just get into it because, we're on a time crunch. I should have released this about 12 hours ago, and I didn't. So we're on a time crunch. So we're going to skip all the pleasantries and get right the fuck into it. I hope that you guys had a great week, and I'm glad that you guys have returned. So, with that being said, let's get into some fucking topics. Um, I'd like to start with a story that I thought was amazing anyway, right? And the reason why I thought it was amazing because it is so fucking innovative, right? So, a lot of us have kids that are video game age, and I don't even know what video game age is anymore. Because kids are like 5, like hella playing video games and shit. Like, so I don't know, like thoroughly into them. But we are in this like era where like our like preteens and our teenagers are like super into fucking video games. And so sometimes things get lost or things are lost on deaf ears. Is that I think that's what I'm trying to say? Because basically, like for instance, my son, 13 years old, definitely hears me calling him sometimes. Will even say coming or 1 sec and like literally will not come. The past trauma in my life has to stop me from going in there and choking the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't do that, but I just have to, find other ways to get his attention. Like sometimes I'll cut his internet off in the middle of a game. It just really depends. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be creative. So a fucking mother, and the reason why I love this story, like on top of loving this story, is because she's from the south side of Chicago. So like girl, like it's the innovation for me. Okay, so her name is Sherelle Watson, and her daughter are super close. Apparently she had her baby when she was 19, and the little girl is now 11 years old, so they're very close. They do a lot of stuff together, including playing Roblox. Now I don't know if you guys have an 11-year-old, but my 11-year-old fucking loves Roblox. I can't get with it. She tries to explain stuff to me. I watch it. Like I'll sit there and watch her play it sometimes, but like over my head. Again, I tell people all the time, as you guys can see, my friend over here to my right. I like video games where I could just like collect coins, like save princesses from like fucking Koopas and shit. Like I like real basic stuff. Like I like to play Mario Kart. I like to play Mario. I like to play Sonic. Like I like stuff where I could just run and get some coins, jump on a nigga on a mushroom head. You know what I'm saying? It's just like real basic stuff. So like all this like building, I mean, unless it's Sims, like let me stop playing because I not recently, but sometime last year I reopened my fucking Sims account and shit. So that is exciting. So I mean, I do listen. I'm not gonna say I don't like to build stuff, but I don't want to play Roblox. Is the point I'm trying to make. But Sherelle does play Roblox with her daughter, and I think that's awesome. So they share this thing together. So Sherelle was calling her daughter, right? And we again, if you have children, if you've had children that are younger or that are older now, I mean, but if you don't, if you've seen a nigga that's got a kid, I can guarantee that y'all can understand and relate. So Sherelle is calling her daughter, and little good sis is not picking up the phone. Like, so like, and listen, that's the shit I don't like. You feel me? Like, cause in this, it'd be these 11-year-olds too. So like my daughter, I know that she'll be playing on her tablet. I'll see her available on Facebook Messenger, and I'll call her and she won't answer. Like, girl, what is happening? Like, never am I gonna kick you out about this? Like, don't make me kick you out about this. So anyway, so Sherelle's like, okay, boom, you don't want to answer the fucking phone? Fine, I got something better for you. She literally logs into Roblox, gets a fucking car like GTA, and fucking teleports to where her daughter is, pulls up on her like skirt, and literally was like, didn't you hear me calling you? Take the lasagna and the garlic bread out the freezer so I can cook it. Like she literally had to pull up on her to fucking get her point across. Like never. Could you imagine your mama like hacking into like your Nintendo? that are really, I guess logistically that doesn't work. But like you get what I'm saying, right? Like me, like if I could like bust in on my 13-year-old's like fucking online session, like could you imagine how fucking funny that would be? Like not even like me like physically going into the game like Sherelle did, but I'm talking about like where I could just like set up a microphone and just be like, hey, nigga, take this fucking trash out. Put these fucking dishes away. Whatever the fuck I have to say to him. Like, he's a good kid, but I still would like to do that. So, Sherelle, if you know how to bust into live sessions, let me know, girl. So kudos to you on figuring out a way to parent in the fucking millennium or what? Not the millennium. Do you know the millennium was 23 years ago? Like, I don't even want to talk about that. So anyway, so kudos to you, Sherelle. I bet that fucking lasagna got out the fucking freezer. I know that. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so a man. Okay, let me back it up because you guys know how I like to like make it so that you guys can relate. Like, I'm sure that we've all lost somebody that we love, right? And would do anything to have another day with them, another hour with them, another conversation with them, drink a cup of coffee with them. Like, we all have that, right? Whether it be your spouse, your parent, your grandparent, your child, whatever the fuck, whoever the fuck, your best friend, you know what I'm saying? Your cousin, whoever, everybody, we all have that, right? It is so funny that I'm bringing up this fucking topic because I'm about to tell you about this Tubi movie that I watched, and I literally feel like autumn in my life right now, where like I be watching Tubi so often, like because it's fucking hilarious. Like it's literally hilarious. Okay, but let me get back into my zone. Okay, so boom, definitely would like if we could find a way to be with our loved ones again. And I don't know if you guys watch Black Mirror. But one of my favorite, my fucking joint keeps going out. My fucking favorite, one of my favorite, I shouldn't say my favorite because that's crazy. Okay. But one of my favorite Black Mirror episodes is the episode where the dude, his wife dies, or no, the husband dies. And the wife, like a friend or like a pastor, I don't know. She didn't really seem like a friend. I don't know. I don't want to get like into the inner workings of their relationship because that's not important. But like they kept trying to like push the like agenda that they was best friends, and the vibes I was getting, it's not best friend vibes. Anyway, so whatever the case may be. So this lady gives her this thing, and she's like, "Yo, when my husband died, I found this program, and it like lets you send messages to your spouse, and they collect all of like their cell phone data and stuff from before they died, and they can like generate a conversation with you, and it feels like it's them talking, right? Because they're going to use all the slang and everything like that because it's coming from his past conversations and shit like that, right? Or like just his speech, all of that. So like it's going through videos, all of that, right? Okay, cool. Okay, so then she does it, and then she's like, this is cool, but it's not enough. And then it just kind of escalates from there. I don't want to give it away. If you guys haven't seen it, please go watch it. I don't know what the name of the episode is, but just Google the Black Mirror episode where the bitch's husband dies, okay? Or whatever the fuck. However you want to say that to your phone. Anyway, so, but find it. It's a really, really good episode. Like, real Black Mirror. You feel me? Okay, so back to the story. So a man, didn't have the option to like have this program. And I feel like that program probably exists anyway right now. But he went straight to let's get her back. Like, let's get her back to the things that she likes to do, the outfits she liked to wear, the place on the sofa she liked to sit. So he lost her in 2021 to COVID. And he says, now I'm trying to wrap my head around this because like this doesn't really make sense to me, but he said that she told him in the event that if she passed away before he did, that she would like him to create a silicone model of herself and keep him company. I just don't know that she said that. And listen, I'm not shaming any dude that has a fucking 5, 6, 5 fucking sex doll in their closet. Wow out, my dog. But like what I'm saying is I don't think that like if I was on my deathbed, I would be like, Josh, like, what I want for you is I want you to recreate, I want you to spend $3,000 because that's how much you paid for you. I mean, that's honestly though, like $3,000 is kind of cheap for another me. You feel me? But whatever. Anyway, so he was like, and so it just be like, I want you to prop me up on the couch like we're watching Wheel of Fortune together, we're hunting a killer together, like we're doing all the things together. I'm putting your put me in my favorite outfit. Oh, and speaking of, I know y'all see this out, this is not like clothes, like I am taking, this is a real comfy day. I feel like I wore this to like a recording of 420 in Vegas, but so don't come for me. The niggas around me have been calling me a pink no limit soldier. Okay, regardless, it doesn't matter. And if you guys are listening to this, it doesn't even matter. So you guys don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, or you can subscribe to the YouTube and find out what I'm talking about. Okay, anyway, I'm high. Okay, so let's move on. So okay, now let's move on. I gotta finish telling you a story. Okay, so he said that that's what she told him, and that just feels really weird and creepy to me. But the model that is, I mean, it looks like a fucking person, y'all. Like it's dressed in her favorite clothes and it sits in her favorite spot on the couch in the living room. And he says that his wife got the idea from statues that she saw displayed at a museum. But like statues aren't silicone, sis. Like, and so honestly, okay, boom. If I die before people that I love die, right? Just like gold plate me into, I don't know what pose I want to be in, but a cool like pose, maybe like the Sally Jesse Raphael, like chin on my glamour shot, like chin on my fist. I'm not really sure. Maybe double, like chin in my or face in my hands. I don't really know. Like feet up. I don't really know what kind of like pose I want you guys to put me in. But gold plate me, put me in a dope pose, and then I want to be like a fountain or some shit. I don't know. I just want to like, I don't know. Like I'm not gonna be like, make me into a sex doll. Because listen, if you're paying for a fucking doll for $3,000, I know it has a fucking hole for you to stick your dick into. So don't fucking try to play me and say, oh, this is just for your fucking dead ass wife. Also, you trying to fuck it. Okay, it doesn't matter. But like, that's why it makes me feel like the story that he said about that's what she wanted for him after she died feel fake. Because like, if I'm inspired by the fucking chiseled fucking statues at a museum, then baby, like make me a statue in your living room. Like put me in your foyer. You feel me? Like I want to be like, I don't even know, like make me into a coat hook, like a coat holder. I don't know, but I want to be so like still in your life, like that you don't even know that I'm dead for. Oh, well, you obviously will know I'm dead because I'm gold plated, but you get what I'm saying. Like that's how, like, don't turn me into a sex doll. Like put me somewhere that you could like see me all the time, but like not because you're humping on, because you on top of me. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but this isn't it, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so then I bring this up. So that's basically the story, right? But like we've all heard of people like having sex dolls like this, but never like I feel like a complete like replica of somebody. So that's very interesting. And then Tubi movie, because you guys thought I forgot. This movie called Tiffany the Doll. 2 thumbs down for sure. Like I don't want y'all to like get hype and be like, oh my god, like she's recommending a great movie. Because I do have great movies for you to watch. You guys can watch The Menu on HBO Max. Amazing film. But Tiffany the Doll is definitely no menu. Just watch it, I guess. But it's a sex doll, basically. They charge $10,000 for the sex doll and to turn around and try to like kill you. So I don't even know if that doesn't even sound like a good deal. Like this nigga paid $3,000 for a doll that looks exactly like his wife, and you're paying $10,000 for a bitch with a rainbow wig on. Listen, anyway, it's supposed to be a sex doll, but like I don't even. I listen. I don't even know why the doll started killing people. Like it was no like possession scene. It was just like, hey, there's this like, here's all these fucking sex dolls at the sex shop. Come look at this presentation so we can show you all these fucking sex dolls because that's normal. Anyway, so um and then you like sign up and you get it, and then all of a sudden, like the first nigga that paid cold hard cash for his, like all of a sudden, like this bitch just like fucking hit him in the fucking head with the fucking iron. And I'm also telling y'all that this movie because like are y'all even gonna go watch it? Y'all not about to go watch that shit. But anyway, it's not a good movie. You will get some laughs because I've never seen somebody blink so much trying not to blink in my life, and it is the funniest shit ever. Tubi's great. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Oh, that was a whirlwind. Thanks for riding that with me. Okay, speaking of things that I just can't get with, right? Um, so every TikTok, right? Like we all know it. So this girl, I guess, went on like a pizza tour with her dad, through where was it? Through Western Pennsylvania and then the Ohio Valley, right? And there is a picture of like it's like a square. It's a like square cut pizza, so I don't want y'all to like think I'm against that because I'm from Chicago, so that's the only way we cut our thin crust. But it's like a square. It's kind of giving Detroit pizza, except the sauce is on the bottom, like most other pizzas. But then on top, so after the toppings and stuff, so you get okay, so it's sauce and then like toppings, so whatever kind of toppings you want. And then the cheese that they're using is literally, it looks like Kraft's cheese slices. Like it's literally just yellow ass square pieces of cheese they put on top of this pizza. And I only really brought this up to just, can y'all come closer? I really just brought this up because stop doing stupid shit to pizza. If you want to put pineapple on your fucking pizza, fine. I don't want any, but do that shit. Like live your life. But there has to be a part, like a fucking stop point. Like there has to be, these are the things that are absolutely forbidden. And something fucking tells me, and I'm not no fucking pizza fucking maker, right? Well, yeah, I am. I do make my own pizza sometimes, but I'm not fucking Mario Batali or whatever the fuck. But like, I'm just telling you guys, there has to be a line, and it has to be a Kraft cheese on top of a pizza. Like, and of course, naturally and rightfully so, the girl hated it, like, because and then the cheese, she said, stuck to the top of her mouth. Like that is not that's not what pizza is supposed to do. Okay, that's not what pizza is supposed to look like. Like, listen, people who are from places that pride themselves on their style pizzas and shit, like I can sometimes be a pizza snob, like, so this is just very disheartening to me, and I don't really know why white people continue to waste groceries on the internet. Listen, I don't, again, like I said, I don't judge people about how they want their pizzas, but I have to stop it here. Like, this can't be right. And if this is your favorite kind of pizza, please tell me. And also, it's making me feel like, did Michael Scott like fucking this kind of pizza? Because it's in Western PA and they're in Scranton and this is in Altoona. I don't know how close that is or how far that is, but like, ew. Like, ugh, disgusting. Okay, so that's basically it. On that, I just wanted to bring that up. I needed to have a pizza PSA moment with you guys because enough is enough. Okay, so speaking of, hold on, let me think. Hold on. Speaking of things that are unnatural, how's that? We'll see. There was I'm trying to see how to put this. A pigeon was detained by a Canadian prison because he had a backpack on and the backpack had crystal meth in it. I can make this up if I wanted to. Yeah, so this happened last month, but we're just getting the story, at least here in the States. But here's the disappointing part is that there's no picture of this nigga with his little fucking Dora the Explorer backpack. I would have loved to see a tiny bird-sized backpack full of crystal meth. Like, how much crystal meth could you even fit in a bird-sized backpack? So many fucking questions, and I honestly don't think that anybody's done any fucking due diligence to fucking take the picture and show us all. Like, this is this why we don't like Canada? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I hella want to roll through the 6 on my woes. Okay, so let's see. So all of the fucking guards and shit are like losing their shit because they've been spending so much time and money and effort into fucking being able to catch drones. So apparently, and I don't even know why apparently, but it's just because I'm not in that fucking realm of life. So things get lost upon me. But like, how did I not even realize that niggas could use drones to smuggle things into prison? Not saying that you should do it, because I'm telling y'all that they have wonderful technological advancements that will make that very difficult for you. But that is so, like, niggas be so innovative. Like, jail niggas be so innovative. Listen, don't let them parole to your house though, but they be so innovative. I'm sorry, I've been catching up on 90 Day Fiance, and it's just a lot of mess happening. But I mean, not 90 Day Fiance, Love After Lockup, one of the best shows on television. Debate Your Mom. But so they're losing their shit because they've been spending all this fucking money and manpower to look for drones, and it's fucking pigeons flying over them with fucking backpacks on, filled with fucking drugs. They had to like set a like regular bird trap for it. And then this is the downside, right, of using a fucking pigeon, is that he's a dummy and he's gonna make himself get caught. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so like a drone would be like, I'm not gonna go into that cage. Well, I don't know. Well, no, because you're controlling the drone, so that's not a thing. Okay. But like a pigeon's not gonna not stop for bird seed or like a piece of bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's like a bird doesn't be like, a bird never like flies past something and is like, nah, I'm full for today. Like, or I just ate. Like, I don't think birds do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the downside of using a carrier pigeon for your drugs. Because he definitely got caught. I just wish that, you know how like when fucking out in the US, like when police niggas catch stuff, and they be like spreading it out on the fucking table and shit and taking pictures. That's what I need from this article, and they're not giving it to me. But yeah, that's fucking amazing. They basically was like, okay, cool, you guys are using drone technology and shit. We're gonna go and really make it fucking old school, and we're just about to fucking fly a pigeon over here. Like, but how long do you guys think that did it take that pigeon to get there? Like, something tells me pigeons ain't being like, oh, okay, boom, he want me to go over to fucking Main Street. Boom, got it on Main Street. And he's just like, shoom, 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 like just straight to Main Street. Like, that nigga stopped 23 times and you sent him 4 days ago. And honestly, like, I mean, no, okay. I'm sorry. I don't be meaning to like think this outlandish, but like it happens. But I guess that somebody would have just been way closer to the prison and then like released the bird close to the gate. Like, that makes more sense than like giving a bird directions. But whatever the fuck, you guys. Okay, so they went back old school. It worked for them, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what number pigeon this is, but it was a good idea. And kudos to you and your innovation. Who made the backpack? Like, so many questions. Okay, let's move on. So, speaking of technological advances, and this is also a local story, guys. Sapphire. If you guys are not familiar, Sapphire is a gentleman's club, aka a strip club, but they like to call themselves gentlemen's club. But whatever, bitches be shaking it. Okay, cool. They have a new bouncer. And it's a fucking 15-foot, 9,000-pound mech suit that's controlled by a human like a human. And I don't know if that means like well, I guess the human's inside. Yeah, the human is inside. Yeah, the human is inside this thing. And he just like walks through the club. Like, he'll be there starting Friday, guys, if y'all really want to go see him. His name is Mech the Bot Johnson. I don't know why he needed the last name, but I guess they're trying to play on The Rock. Okay. But anyway, he is going to just be patrolling the club starting Friday. Yeah, like I mean, I've never been to Sapphire, so it must be huge because like this nigga is like this wide. Like he's wide as fuck. Like, is he gonna like make those like 1980s like RoboCop noises as he's walking? Ranch, 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 like that? You think so? I don't know, but I don't. Is this saving money? Because I don't know how much you spend. I don't know how much a 15-foot, 9,000-pound like fucking Power Ranger fucking transformed suit. I don't know how much this shit costs, but it seems like you could have just paid a nigga to stand by the door. But who am I to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you guys want to go and see that cool shit, he will be at Sapphire Las Vegas starting Friday. So ooh, please, nigga, if one of your friends gets too rowdy in the club and fucking Mech the Bot Johnson has to fucking beat this nigga up, if y'all don't take, and this will be the only time I really encourage y'all to like take videos of things, this will be the time. Okay? This is just something I'm just putting out there. You know what I'm saying? If the Douce is flowing freely and your friend feels foggy, friend feels foggy. So that 5 times fast because I couldn't just do it twice. Okay, cool. But please record that. I would love to see it. So yeah, Mech the Bot starting his new job. Mech the Bot got a job, y'all. Calvin got a job. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so speaking of things that like are just like out like insane, right? Humpty Dumpty. I know you guys are like, bitch, what? Humpty Dumpty, right? I'm just gonna not read because I know it. I'm gonna recite the fucking shit, right? Okay, ready? Because I have a mind-blowing question for you. And you're literally gonna be so fucking mind fucked when I get done. Okay, here we go. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. And scene. Thank you. Thanks. I used to read out loud a lot. Okay. Nigga, here's the mind-blowing question. Because we all know the song. I didn't need to sing it, but I wanted to. I mean, well, recite it, I guess. But where the fuck does it say he's an egg? I'll wait. I'll wait. Because you know what? They don't. Why and where did this fucking assumption come at this that he's a giant egg? And why wouldn't that be worrisome to all the king's horses and all the king's men? And then what kind of fucking shit is this as a taxpayer that you got all of the king's horses and all the king's men trying to put an egg back together when we all know that's not fucking possible? Like, why and when did we start thinking that it was a fucking egg? And I feel like it might have started with the fucking Alice in Wonderland, or through the looking grass, through the looking glass, because I feel like that was the first time I saw him drawn. But like, nigga, there is no indication in that rhyme to state that Humpty Dumpty is a big egg. Like, he fell and that nigga dead. Like, it don't say that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it just. So I was like, help me, because I need to understand this. So, yeah, see, I was right. It was, the character was portrayed as an egg in Through the Looking Glass. And I guess and a couple of other like real old illustrations. But like, who the fuck said that? That doesn't even make sense. Like, if we're all like humans, like, and we gotta come on, like, for real, like, if we're all humans, right? Why would he be the only, like, come on, y'all. Okay, so the lyrics don't say he an egg, so I'm letting that go. Okay, I'm releasing Humpty Dumpty as an egg, except in fucking Puss in Boots, because that's a fucking movie. And Zach Galifianakis was the best fucking Humpty Dumpty that there ever could be. Okay, so I did some research, right? And it turns out that Humpty Dumpty. Okay, so there's two stories, right? One of them is a theory that says that Humpty Dumpty tells the story of Richard III and his defeat at the Battle of Bosworth Field in 1485. And then another one, which is the first one I think I found, it was supposed to be it was about a fucking cannon, like a cannon. I don't know what cannon, but it was supposed to be about a cannon to like a royal family, and it was called the Humpty Dumpty, or Humpty Dumpty, because it was really big. So I'm thinking, okay, a cannon could fall off of a wall, right, and never be able to be put back together again, and all the king's horses and all the king's men would be the people that would be putting it back together, because they the niggas at war, right? So boom, that makes sense. Not a fucking giant egg is what I'm trying to get at, guys. So release that from your fucking mind, and we will Mandela effect that ourselves. And Humpty's not an egg because it didn't fucking say so. And that's where I'm standing and leaving that information. Oh man, that made me think about when me and Penrose went and told the origin story of fucking Chuck E. Cheese. That shit was so hilarious to me. Like, I need to do more of these, like, behind the scenes of like cartoon fucking characters. That'd be hilarious. Or like fictional people. Okay, so speaking of fiction, right? And okay, there is a YouTuber. I don't know him, but his name is Red Letter Media. Apparently, what he does is he watches like terrible movies and then does hilarious discussions about them. Like, okay, cool. And so VHS tapes, right? How many of us still have them? My grandmother has like a whole couple cases still of VHS tapes, and it's kind of making me think. This is kind of making me think we need to go ahead and get rid of those, sis, because you're not even really watching those, because all the movies that you had as a VHS, you've already rebought as a DVD, because that's how my grandma is. So like, we need to probably get rid of these. And then I found this article about how a dude bought all of the copies of this movie called Nuki, and it's from the 80s, right? Every 80 movie I did not bother with, right? Like when I got a little bit older, because I was born in 86, so when I got a little bit older, like in the 90s and stuff, I did a lot of going back. Howard the Duck, like fucking Short Circuit, like all of those movies. Like, there are some movies that did not deserve to be watched again. I'm not Garbage Pail Kid movie. I mean, we watched it, but it was fucking ugh. Anyway, so there's a movie called Nuki, and apparently it's like a 1987 ripoff of E.T., but basically an alien teams up with some kids to save his brother from the US government. So it's real like E.T. Rippy Offy, except it was just him, right? Okay, so they bought all the copies of this movie and they destroyed all of them except for one. And that tape sold for $80,000. No one has seen this movie for real because it sounds that bad. And I don't believe that the nigga who bought it saw that movie at all. Like, you just paid $80,000 to watch a terrible movie where the effects are going to be so shitty because everything's so fucking realistic and lifelike now. Like, but maybe, guys, go through your VHSs and sell those motherfuckers. Like, there's a nigga in the basement with 3 VCRs that still wants to watch them. But that shit is crazy. So I did find out though that the $80,000 that they raised did go to charity, which made me feel better because I was like, what the fuck kind of bullshit is this? $80,000. They split it between, hold on, I'm gonna tell you. I know they split it between St. Jude's Research Hospital, which is like the greatest thing ever. Like, I don't like to push people like my agenda on people, but if there is a charity that you decide to give to, like, one, I mean, I'm sure everybody has like their own like personal ones, but if there's ever a new charity you are looking to give to or anything like that, it should always be St. Jude. Like, they accept fucking people who don't have any money for cancer treatment, and they let those kids live there and live as long as they can and do everything they can to help those kids live as long as they can and as happy as they can. So that's just something that's always been like really like close to my heart, mostly because like it was who my grandmother always like fucking donated to when I learned so much about the company and shit. So and then also the Wisconsin Humane Society, because I guess most of them live in Wisconsin, the Red Letter Media crew. So, so that made me feel a little bit better about the $80,000, because other than that, it's just some real white nigga shit, and that is annoying. Okay, boom. Let's move on. And also, sell y'all fucking VHS tapes. Y'all not even watching that shit. All right, so let's talk about dummies. That's all I got. I didn't have a good segue. A girl, Natasha, who lives in North Carolina, has gotten arrested after trying to rob her previous place of work, and she was trying to get too fucking theatrical with it, and she started waving the gun around, tried to gun butt. I don't know. She tried to hit her she did successfully hit her with the butt of the gun. And somehow her fucking mask came off when that happened. Like, what kind of extra shit are you doing that your mask came off? And because you recently just stopped working there, the girl who you were assaulting immediately knew and saw who you were, and you got in trouble. Apparently, she had been on the run for like 2 months, and in that time, she was also doing other stupid shit. And that's basically how she got caught. She got caught shoplifting at a shoe store. Like, guys, I don't like to tell people how to do their crimes, right? Like, live your life. You feel me? Like, but we have got to be smarter. How did your face mask come off, ho? Like, what is happening? Like, I don't understand. So she's obviously about to have to appear in court this week, and good luck, girl. Like, I'm like thinking of like all the ski masks, like, and I'm like, how could that fall off your head? Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you moving your head around like Animal from the Muppets? Like, what is happening? Okay, let's move on. And this is also the final story, and also what is happening. Gwen Stefani. And my dear, we have kind of been here before when you had your lamb girls, right? Your fucking love angel music baby girls, when you was running around with those little Asian girls everywhere. we've already kind of talked to you about like this culture appropriation shit, right? But then you take it a little step further, and we forgave you because you're Gwen Stefani. Like, no doubt is like literally, like, they're literally legends, right? So like we were like, okay, girl, like maybe you just really love the culture and that's cool. And okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Um, and then recently in an interview with Allure magazine, she basically said, my God, I'm Japanese and didn't know it. To give some context, right? Apparently her dad traveled to Japan a lot and brought her a lot of stuff, like Japanese things. And so when she finally got to go to Japan, she was like, oh, these girls are all dressed like me, instead of thinking it was the other way around. But that's just like white lady complex kind of things. So okay, so even if this happened, right? Even if this is an actual like real life situation and this actually happened, where you went to Japan and you were like, oh shit, these bitches are shocking me. Like, if that happened, right? Why, why, why are we telling magazines this stuff? Like, why? Like, don't we have enough media training yet that like there are just some things that I obviously can't say, right? No? Okay. Um, you not Japanese? Like you, why can't y'all just say y'all like the culture? You guys appreciate the culture. You guys are fascinated with the culture because that's what it is. Why do y'all always gotta be like, oh, I identify as black. Oh shit, I'm Japanese and didn't even know it. Like, why do y'all have to be like this? Why? I, so that's it. Honestly, that just blew me so much. Like, I don't even really have a one up for the week. But let me see. Oh, I guess if you're in Vegas, stay the fuck dry and warm and be careful driving. I feel like the weather is just really fucked up everywhere. So I don't know. But I really don't have a one up for the week. I'm sorry. I just Gwen Stefani being Japanese is just such a mind blowing thing to me, and I need time to think about it. So with that being said, we're this is it. Thank you for listening to episode 153. I'm your girl Chris, and guess what? I'll see you next week. All right, bye guys.